Have snow this year. Some years they got snow. These there's no snow.
But you still go ahead.
Oh, we do. Remember, it doesn't stop because of snow.
It's Koreans too.
For public years,
You know what? They don't do it.
Think how much longer. You know, like either uniforms or
people start blubbering when I see video and stuff in the trenches and they're wet. It boggles my mind.
he was shy. Like, he got asked, but you know, which affected his life. I remember that he was a kid.
Look at his brain, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Dad was in the sector, he was in the team. Something, and he said, you know, my brother was in the military,
On behalf of the Didsbury and District Historical Society and the Didsbury Museum, thank you for joining us this evening to honor our veterans. My name is Dawn Stewart. Today, as we should every day, we remember those who volunteered, sacrificed, served, fought, and died for our freedom. We thank you and we salute you as we salute those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. We will never forget. We are surrounded by thousands of small tributes of remembrance tonight. Look around the grounds adorned by poppies. Each one has been carefully and lovingly crafted by members of the community. Sometimes they gathered together in the warmth of the museum. Sometimes they crafted at home, but they all came together on November 11th in spirit or in person as a tribute to those who served. We thank you all for 1 or 100. Your contributions are cherished. Veterans amaze me. They are willing, often at a moment's notice, to give everything to keep Canada safe, including their very lives. Our mission is to preserve the past for future generations. We will remember them. One of the ways we do this is through the Veterans Banner Project. Not only are the faces and names of the veterans put around town every year, but months are also spent collecting the stories of their lives. The stories are very personal and deeply emotional for the families and friends of the veterans and to all of us. The stories are more about what they did in our community and what they did during the war. It's really about who they were. It is about their lives here in Didsbury. For example, Joseph Eastoffer was a teacher, a politician, and a soldier, also a businessman, insurance salesman, a real estate agent. He did so much in the area, and he and his wife Emma were so loved that a town was named in his honor, Stauffer, Alberta. Stauffer died during World War I in the Battle of Vimy Ridge when he was 43 years old and is commemorated at the Vimy Memorial in France. He left behind a wife but no children, but he is a veteran we will never forget. His photo and his story will remain forever as part of the history at the Didsbury Museum, along with so many others. We will remember him. We will remember Joseph Bainbridge, who also served at Vimy Ridge, but unlike Stauffer, he didn't die there. He and his brother worked tirelessly to save as many soldiers as they could. He was awarded the Military Medal for Bravery in 1917. After the war, he returned to Didsbury, where he became a minister and left behind many descendants, including many who still reside in Didsbury to this day. Louis Brinson became a decorated soldier with a chest full of medals, but before all that happened, he was a young, handsome Canadian soldier who signed up with his brothers and met and married his war bride wife, Margaret, while he was overseas. We will keep their story alive here at the museum. Another veteran, Sid Wilkins, was severely injured on Juno Beach, part of D-Day, and doctors determined he should have his leg amputated, but there wasn't time because of everything going on around him. They were, after all, in the most famous battle. He was shipped around from one place to another for many months until he was finally returned to Canada. They ended up saving his leg, but he lived for the rest of his life. Bill Eggins fought in both the First World War and the Second World War. Joe Freeman signed up when he was a bit older than the average soldier at 31 years old. He saw action as part of the Calgary Regiment in the Dieppe Raid. Frank Kohut made 34 operational combat tours over enemy territory until his plane was shot down in 1944 over Germany. He left no wife nor children, but he will never be forgotten. All of these stories are held in reverence within our beloved Didsbury Museum. We invite you to learn more about them anytime. We will now play the last post, followed by 2 minutes of silence, after which the rose will play, followed by a brief ceremony. When you hear 11 bells toll for the 11th day, 11th hour of the 11th month, that marks the end of our ceremony. If you wish, you may place a poppy at the base of any of the crosses. You may also make a donation at the gate, which will be given to our surrounding legions. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
The acts of remembrance. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
Didsbury Honor Roll, World War I, 1914 to 1918. Joseph M. Anderson, Leo W. Baum, Walter A. Bicknell, Thomas E. Burchell, Richard Crease, George C. Fortune, August Hermanson, Robert F. Lenny, Joseph Molesness, Victor Minot, Daniel C. Moon, Lincoln Moyer, James M. Nelson, William Peck, Thomas Potts, Kenneth L. Sanford, James Sinclair, Joseph E. Stauffer, Robert J. Townend, Charles Turner, Wilton E. Vipond. World War II, 1939 to 1945. Roger J. Barrett, Howard E. Beatles, Norman J. Falk, John G. Garner, W. Neil Gauthier, John W. Good, Earhart W. K. Renault, Michael Hollow, Frank Kohut, Donald H. Lamont, Frederick A. Lynch, Ronald A. Lyons, Donald H. McCullough, Donald McDonald, John C. Schneider, William E. Sutton. We will now have a reading of John McCrae's famous World War I poem.
In Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields.
Again, thank you all for coming. That marks the end of our ceremony.
Always.